Hello everybody, it's Adelaja here. Today I'm going to be talking about thieves winning elections in Nigeria. Why thieves mostly win elections in Nigeria? Why is it that it's mostly thieves that win elections in our country? It is simply impossible for a corrupt process to produce to produce honest politicians. Our process is wrong. We cannot have corrupt political process, electoral process, and then hope that that same corrupt system, the corrupt process, will produce honest politicians and leaders. It will be easier to get water from a desert than to have a good politician from a corrupt electoral process, because process is very powerful. I don't have a book on process. What you put into it is what you get out of it. So if Nigerian process, electoral process is corrupt, that's what you get. Nigerians desire to have Nigerians who have collected bribes from their politicians during elections are now dreaming. They collect bribe, they collect rights, they collected rights, they collected money, they collected oil, and now they are dreaming that the politicians will end up being good. It cannot end up being good because the things they have given to you, they will need to recoup it back. It is impossible. So, do we wonder why our roads are bad? Do we wonder why is it that we don't have good schools? Are we alarmed at the state of our hospitals? Why they're lying in ruins? It is due to the electoral process that we have built. That's why, personally, I think that we have to stop elections in Nigeria. Not to invite the military back, but we need to have a national conference and put the best men, the best sons of the country in that national conference and do like a national assembly where we will be able to discuss the ways to move the country forward. Because right now, our political process allows people to share money, and that money is being shared even by people who is voting for them. If you do not share in the money, some people are saying, no, I didn't share money, they didn't share money, I never collected anything. Okay, you didn't collect anything from politicians, but you have been quiet. You have not fought the process. You have not fought it. You have not campaigned against it. You have not resisted it. Even you have not stopped other people even from collecting it. So if you have not collected bribe and then you have not publicly fought against it being collected, then we could understand that you will be the victim of it, of the whole process. You too will suffer from it. You have failed to speak out and to stop people from collecting such money. Eventually, the corrupt people won, and they will steal your own commonwealth. They will steal what belongs to you. All that is meant for the treasury will be stolen from them because you didn't collect from them, but also you didn't stop from collecting, from giving it out. So let me put this categorically. The electoral process in Nigeria is so corrupt that only kleptomaniacs or friends of kleptomaniacs can win it. I mean, kleptomania, like I said, is the government of the thieves, by the thieves, and for thieves. So tell me how else you will get the money to fund, or anybody will get the money to to sponsor his own election in Nigeria if it's not corrupt. Because the money that is needed to be wasted or spent is just overwhelming for any normal individual to find. Because you have to, some people, and in most cases, you have to lodge in the delegates in expensive hotels, secure their interest with some people pay up to $3,000 for each delegate, so that the delegate will vote for them at the end of the day. That's why Atiku is in trouble now. He spent all the money and he lost the election. Now he has to get the money back. But can you imagine if he had won? Our country would have come to bankruptcy. So, and the way our electoral process is put right now, I don't say that it's only in PDP. The other parties also practice the same thing, which is the whole electoral process. Because there is no other way to convince the godfathers. There is no other way to convince and make the party leaders to vote for you if you don't give them millions of dollars. And most of the cases, if you don't bribe the community leaders, the elders of the cities, the kings, the chiefs, the market women, and the youth leaders, if you don't bribe all these people, they will not vote for you. And that because the whole election process is compromised. So the reason why many honest men, many honorable people, achievers, excellent minds will refuse to go into politics in Nigeria is because of the electoral process. So what do we have? Our elections keep on producing bandits, they keep on producing thieves, they keep on producing rogues, they keep on producing people of dubious character. Because the system is not designed to accommodate good people. Rather than, because they will say, rather than for me to compromise my values, I would rather not even go into politics at all altogether. And that is why we only have the worst of our people ruling over us, and the best of our people are avoiding governance. So, since the honest people don't want to bribe their way, they will not participate. And then the rogues and thieves ruling over us and stealing more of our wealth so that we are becoming poorer and poorer. And another thing is that our electoral system, the way it is right now, is so full of danger. It is why our society is so corrupt, because even when you win your candidacy or the ticket of your party, you still have to wash out, things they could kill you. Somebody said during the time of, I think it was during the time of Jonathan or whenever it is, somebody said in Nigeria that madmen have taken over the asylum. Madmen have taken over the asylum. That means that instead of the doctors and the administration, it's the madmen that are running the hospital now. And what that means is that thieves have taken over our public accounts and reserves. They have taken over the management of the country. People who are the worst of us are now ruling over the best of us. And the best of us, the upright people in the country, the intelligent people in the country, we are now at the mercy of those whose only commitment is to steal as much as possible from our national treasury. And this explains why, over the years, several trillions of dollars have been carted away from our country. So we need to change the electoral system, and we need to review it. And that my book, Nigeria is not a democracy but a kleptocracy, is going to address this, because we have to come up with an alternative, and I have an answer to this in my own way, and we need to discuss it. The whole country, we need to discuss this answer and forge a new political system that will not, that will eliminate all this evil that we are talking about. Because right now, money that is meant for common good are being stolen, or are being stolen by politicians, and even being spent by politicians in a way that is not the way it is supposed to be spent. The money that should give us good highways, good security, provide food and housing for every citizen are being just taken away. And there is no good health care, no hospitals, no senior citizens care, no hope for pensioners, just because we have a system that just making people to come in and just come in, steal money, and go and settle the people who brought you in there. Because all the money that is meant for the development of the country are being used to bribe people. So our people, as a result, are living in penury today. They are sick. They live in hunger. They live in abject poverty. There is no security of lives and properties. Everything is just broken down. No security, of lives, no security of properties. Those who should have defended us are slaughtering us. The land that should be one of the wealthiest in the world, Nigeria, is filled with the poorest people on earth. It all boils down to our electoral process, which has to change, and we have to talk about this. Unless our current electoral process and system changes in Nigeria, Nigeria is done away with. Nothing is going to change. If you want to have a new form of bread, then you have to change the bakery. As long as we retain this bakery, we will continue to produce this bread of affliction. And that's what we have. It's a country of affliction, bread of affliction. Things will only keep getting worse. Thieves and robbers will keep seizing political powers in our country and seizing our destiny as well. If we want good leaders, we must urgently discard this form of elections and replace it with another that is rigorous, that will bring forth the best of our people, that only men of excellent mind and heart and spirit will be able to lead the affairs of our nation. And that is what I'm proposing. But at the moment, elections in Nigeria is a dangerous venture, because politics is like robbing a bank. If you want to rob a bank, you would need to be armed to the teeth, to your teeth. You will need to be very daring, and that's what our politicians are doing right now. Human lives and properties mean nothing to them. Yeah, you have to be very merciless to go into politics. That is what is going on with elections in Nigeria. Many politicians, they are just as good as bank thieves and bank robbers. They are very daring, yes, because they know they are going to steal from the national treasury to settle themselves later on. Human lives mean nothing to them. They can kill for the sake of power because the electoral process that brought them there took so much from them. The process itself took so much from them that they are willing at all costs to recover all that they have spent so that they will be able to get their money back and then settle the people who are still waiting on them, to be able to give them back in multiple folds. So this is what elections in Nigeria is all about. A process that allows for such will never build a nation. A process where leaders will kill to attain power, to become governors, senators, ministers, will never build a great nation. Such electoral process in itself is fraud. It is fraudulent and will only produce fraudulent leaders. And I have been asked many times, or on several occasions, on what needs to be done to build a great Nigeria. Well, there are so many things to be done, but among other things, one of the things that must be done is that we must change our electoral process very urgently. So I put it to all Nigerians that nothing good can ever emerge out of the way we practice our politics and elections today. Nothing good will emerge from a system that encourages corruption, theft, stealing, bribery, crimes, and exploitation. So, because for you to be a political leader in Nigeria, people don't need ideas anymore. What you need now is money and godfathers and a bit of thuggery. So how will such a process ever lead to the development and civilization of our country? No, something must be done. We must stop, talk about it, get the best minds together, and come up with a resolution, with a solution that we should come up with another electoral process or another political system that would eliminate elections and voting for now and be able to direct the country in the direction of development and civilization. But meanwhile, our people are living in fool's paradise. We are living in some fantasy. We are hoping for a miracle. We are praying day and night for a Messiah to come. And then, we are praying that maybe this same corrupt electoral process will raise up a holy or a pure, or a good man or a Messiah one day. No, the corrupt electoral process cannot produce good fruits. We have to change it. 1,000,000 years will come and pass, yet nothing will change in Nigeria if we don't change the way things are done. So I challenge everybody that is watching me right now that we should join the campaign to discard this evil electoral process that we use to choose our leaders in Nigeria and introduce something else. And I have the options and a good understanding and a picture of the kind of system that we need that will lead Nigeria to development and civilization. I think I have to stop here for now. If you need more information, you'll get my book. Nigeria is not a democracy, but a kleptocracy. For the love of God, church, and nation.